Hey everybody, this is BeatTheBush. Today we're going to butcher a chicken because butchering a chicken yourself is a lot cheaper than buying them in individual pieces. For example, the chicken breast is like $4 to $6 a pound, and chicken wings, chicken leg, they're like $2 a pound. However, if you buy the whole chicken, it's about $1 a pound, and you can buy the whole thing for about $6 or $7. So I have a whole chicken here. I bought this for 99 cents a pound. The whole chicken here is $6.79. Now doing this is fairly easy. You just chop off the leg with the thighs, the wings, and then the breast. But then I'm going to do something a bit different at the end because I'm going to process this some more so that I can pull out the cartilage pieces for yakitori. So first you just take it out of the bag. And then you just cut the leg off right here. And you gotta make sure you cut it around where the joint is. How do you find the joint? You just pull it apart a little bit, give it a little pressure, and just kind of work your way in there, and then until you find the bone, and you just cut all the way through. Like that. Here you got one leg. Same thing here, you just kind of, blindly cut in there until you can see the bone. Pull it apart a little bit. You can see it's right there. So just cut it in between the two bones. Makes it a lot easier because if you happen to cut it right on the bone, you're never gonna be able to cut through with a knife. So you gotta really cut it in between the joints. Same thing with the wings. So here's a joint. Cut it right there. The joint is somewhere right here in the middle. You gotta feel the little nub, and then you cut right in. See how easy that is? I'm eventually gonna eat these for hot wings, so I like to cut them into separate pieces. And same thing right here. It's a little further down for the wingtip here. You just cut the other wing. You hold the big side here before you cut it in, like that. It takes a little practice. Sometimes you might cut into the bone, right? So after you do it for a while, you're gonna be able to cut in between the joint and they'll come off in pieces pretty easily. So to get at the breast piece, you just put your knife right in the center and move over to the left about 3 millimeters, and then you cut straight down. And just kind of run your knife along. And then you're gonna hit some bone, and then so you just kind of work your way around the rib cage. Now we do the same thing on the other side. You just gently pull the breast meat out, and then you just kind of work your knife along the rib cage. Be very careful here. I mean, you're working with a knife, so it's sharp. Generally there's some fat here, just cut that off, and there will be some kind of weird, oddly colored skin here. Just cut that off. I wouldn't want to eat that. And here you see I saved the bag so I can put all the chicken trash inside its own bag. Right here, cut that off. There's this ligament right here. I'm gonna cut that off. You cut around. This is good for yakitori. Same thing on this other side. If you look at the bone here where the soft cartilage starts, you just cut right in between there to extract the soft cartilage. And that would be for yakitori too. And over here in the front, there's all this chicken breast meat. You can cut down right here. There's a wishbone right here. You just kind of follow along the rib cage. And then you can cut in front of the wishbone to get at all this breast meat here. There. So I've got the chicken carcass in 2 pieces now, and I'm gonna extract the chicken back meat. This is pretty good for yakitori too because it's quite fatty and there's some meat on it. So you just slide your knife along the back against the bone, and then you can just cut it all off just like that. There's just some miscellaneous meat along the side here. along this side. And I do the same thing for the lower back. I put my wrist right here while pulling this upwards. Be careful not to cut yourself. And you got your back meat here. Like that. This is the tail right here, and this is the chicken thigh. A little above this, there would be these two little knobs. You can cut these off for yakitori as well. And then these chicken thigh meat. Here, just get what's left on there. You don't have to be too clean about cleaning the carcass because we can take these and make chicken soup with it later. And I have a recipe on how to make shark fin soup with the chicken carcass like this. What I like to do is just kind of split this up so that it stores a bit better, so that it doesn't take up so much room when I put it in a bag and freeze it. So I just stack them on top, put this in a bag, and I just freeze this later to make chicken soup. Yakitori is kind of like bits and pieces of the chicken, but they're all really good. This is the chicken cartilage from the center, and I want to extract this piece of cartilage and also the center cartilage from this chicken thigh and drumstick. The easiest way to extract this end piece is just to cut around. You just kind of cut about 1/3 to halfway along this, and you're not going to be able to cut all the ligaments. So I'm going to take a pair of scissors and cut all the ligaments with my scissors. And then here, I'm going to cut the ligament through blind like that, and cut it blind that way. And then you can pull this away, then cut along here, and the whole thing comes off really easily like that. And then I just flip them back, and then there's these little yellow things. You just kind of try to remove them a bit if you can. What I like to do to turn this drumstick and thigh boneless is you just cut along the inside back area of this drumstick here like this. And then as soon as you can get your knife underneath the two bones, and you just cut across. And then you just slide your knife out until the bone comes off, like that. Chicken cartilage is right here, so I can just cut that off. Put this along with this yakitori pile here. So here I have a deboned chicken thigh and drumstick right here. And I can take this bone and put it along with my chicken soup. So here I got the 2 chicken thigh and legs deboned, the 2 chicken breasts, bunch of wings that I'll save with a bunch of other wings. And here's a yakitori packet and all the bones left right here. It's all done. So here I got it all packed up. If you process your own chicken, it's really cheap to do it, and you also get the chicken carcass, which will allow you to make soup. I'll put a video right here. We'll teach you how to make shark fin soup. When you process your own chicken, you can get all these extra pieces from the chicken that taste really good. And they like to use these weird parts of the chicken in yakitori in Japanese restaurants. So I put these all together in a pack, and I'll show you how to make yakitori next time with the Live Art Orange grill. It's an infrared grill, it's an indoor one, doesn't need charcoal and stuff, so it's really good for making that with this. So I have 2 chicken wings here, and I have 2 more chickens in the fridge to process. I'll put all those together, and it can be like a hot wings pack, a buffalo wings pack, where I can use that to make buffalo wings. And I have a really good recipe for that, where you just fry it and then you just drench it in hot sauce and butter. I'll put the video right here. That's all there is to it. As you can see, it's so easy to process your own chicken. It just takes a little bit of time, and if I'm not doing this video, I can probably do the whole chicken in like about 10 minutes or so. It's no big bother to me, especially if you can get like this tasty yakitori pack from each chicken. That's all there is to it. I really need to go and process the other chickens right now. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like my video, comment down below about any of the recipes I'm showing, the links and stuff, and don't forget to subscribe over here. Thanks for watching.